everybody, I hope you're having a great day today. So today I just wanted to show you how to knit using a blanket loom or like a cloth loom. What I'm thinking I'm going to make is just like a little padding for a chair with this, just because it's a little bit too small to actually use as a blanket, unless it's for like a little baby. And that's always an idea. I do have one coming in later today because I'm a shopaholic and I do a lot of shopping. That is actually a lot longer, so I will also do a video on that. And that is probably going to be good for like a queen size blanket. But without any further ado, let's just jump right into it. So I have already tied the knot to the lonely little peg on my loom. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my yarn, I'm going to wrap it once around this top peg right here. I'm going to go to my right and then my left, and then I'm just going to kind of keep crossing over to the different sides, making sure I'm not skipping a peg. And you're just going to wrap that all the way down to the bottom. So keep going to the opposite. It's gonna kind of have the crossovers. And then you'll just do that all the way till you get to the bottom. Awesome, so now I am close to the bottom. I'm just going to make a loop around that last peg, and while I'm gonna push this down, I'm just going to not tie it, but I will just loop it around this bottom one. It'll help it so it doesn't unravel while I'm trying to push it down. So I'll hold the string in the back and I'll just push down in the middle to get that yarn for the first row push down. Awesome. And once it is all pushed down, you are then going to start from the other side where you left your string. You're going to do another loop around that peg, so now you'll have two, and then you'll go around the right, the left, and you'll do that, the same thing you were doing before, all the way back to the other side. This will give you 2 rows. Okay, I'm at the bottom, so again, I'm just going to wrap around that last peg at the bottom right here. And then I won't tie it, but I'm really wrap it around the lonely peg. And I will hold the yarn so it doesn't unravel. Then I will get my knitting hook. It's so cute, it's blue. So what you're gonna wanna do is you're gonna grab the bottom row. So you'll grab the bottom row yarn and you will push it over. This is a little tight. You will pull it up and over the first peg. There we go. So then it'll leave you with one right there. And then you are going to continue around the loom, pulling up and over the peg. It'll leave you with one. So go under the bottom yarn and go over the top and over the peg. Under the bottom, over the top, under the bottom, over the top, under the bottom row of yarn, over the top row of yarn, over the peg, under the bottom row of yarn, over the top row of yarn, over the peg, again under the bottom row of yarn, over the top row of yarn, and over the peg. you're going to go under the bottom row of yarn, over the top row of yarn, and over the peg. And you're going to continue this all the way down. It'll start looking like this, and you're going to do that all the way down to both sides. Okay guys, so I went around the whole loom, taking the bottom row and bringing it up over the top row and over the pegs for the whole thing. Now it kind of looks like this. And what I'm going to do now that I have one row, is I'm going to push my stitch work down. And once you've pushed your stitch work down, you're going to then do another row. So again, you'll just start with the top piece. You'll just do one loop, then you'll go over to the opposite sides and just start wrapping them around, kind of making an X in the middle. Okay guys, so now I have my second row all the way down. I haven't done anything else yet. It should look like this in the middle, like little X's. Best way I know how to explain it right now. And just like the first row that we did together, you're just going to do the same thing. So you're going to go under the first row of thread and bring it up and over the top row of thread and over the peg. Go under the bottom row of thread, bring it up and over the top row and the peg, under the bottom row of yarn, over the top row and over the peg, under the bottom, over the top and over the peg. And then you're going to get more knots. So this is basically it, guys. So first step, you're just going to want to tie this little knot. Second step, you're just going to weave it back and forth through the pegs, push that one down, and then do the same cycle over again. And then when you have two rows, you're going to go under the first row, or under the bottom row of yarn. You're going to lift it up and over the peg and that top row of yarn. So under the bottom row, up and over the top row of yarn. And it's going to leave you with just one row of yarn. Once you have that one row of yarn all the way around your loom, that is when you push down and you start again. And as you do this, it will grow and it will start coming out from the bottom. And once you have it to the size and length that you want it, that is when you will take it off the loom and enjoy the product. And again, I will be adding another video of how to remove your stitch work or your knitted work from your loom. And that is it for this video, guys. I really hope you all are having such a beautiful day. Enjoy the rest of your day, and thank you so much for joining me.